It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. You're going to see this intro a couple of times because we did some reactions last night on the live stream. I clipped them up. You guys are going to see them today on Saturday. I'm also going to be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, right around that time, checking out the rest of the Eminem album. It's twitch.tv/DuaneTV. Chat will be up on the screen, so if you guys decide to stop in, give your input as we check out the songs, you will basically be a part of the reaction with me. So I appreciate those of you guys that stop in. But for now, we have a couple of songs from last night that I want you guys to be able to check out, so let's dive in. Got to make sure that I hit record because I forgot to do this on Houdini, and I had to re-record that bitch. And I did not like that. That made me very unhappy. So we got to dive in. So this is the All You Got skit, and it leads into Lucifer. Let's see what that man was cooking with.
Man, why you doing this? Because you owe me. How? Because I gave you everything. What? And what did you do? You walked away from me. Yeah, but you're too fucking blind to see I was good for you. I made you. You were nothing till you found me. How many times you try to kill me? I always come back. You can't outgrow me. You can't outthink me. I'm all you got.
The coup de...
Interesting. So after hearing that skit, and you guys that have already heard the whole album, I'm sure you guys already know, but it sounds to me like this album's theme and why you want to listen from beginning to end is because it's kind of like this ongoing battle between Slim Shady and Marshall Mathers. It's like they're having a back and forth, and the skit kind of leads you in that path, you know, where it's like, you wasn't shit before you found me, da-da-da-da, and then the whole thing is called The Death of Slim Shady, so I assume at the end, Marshall ends up winning the back and forth. So that's actually kind of dope. I like that. I like that.
Coup de grace is the final shot, right between the eyes. Also known as the kill shot.
Yo, this beat is disgusting. This might end up being my favorite beat on the whole album. We'll find out. We still got a ways to go, but this beat is nasty.
It feels so good to be. All right, here we go. All right, let's start. I got it. Before I get banned, kicked off Twitter and TikTok, cause they so damn ticked off bitter. They want me to bounce like a fabric's off finner. We just got bitter. Ye go kick rocks with it. But Dre on beats with the...
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Cause they did kick Ye off of TikTok and shit. I don't think that they would get Eminem off of Twitter. First of all, he's not even that active. But for his music, you never know. I think with Elon there, he's probably safe. TikTok is another story. I feel like some of the shit that I've heard so far in this album, if someone were to post this stuff to TikTok, they'd probably end up getting in trouble. TikTok is soft. Like, they do not allow anything there. It's actually crazy.
White face blondie on the...
Oh, hold on, let me go back a little bit. I didn't want to miss nothing.
So damn ticked off bitter. They want me to bounce like a fabric's off finner. We just got bitter. Ye go kick rocks with it. But Dre on beats with the white face blondie on the mic is like having Steady B and Cool C in the ride. Like we rap and did a little bank robbery on the side. So they want beef. We can make like Bonnie and Collide. Haters can...
I like that. First of all, the flow alone. I like the flows he's been using on this album. Like, this shit has been so fun just listening to the switch-ups. I like this, though. I think he said Cool C and Steady B. If I'm not mistaken, they did rob a bank. So that's where the whole connection is made right there. And the whole Bonnie and Clyde thing with the play on Clyde with Collide was actually dope as well.
It's like having Steady B and Cool C in the ride. Like we rap and did a little bank robbery on the side. So they want beef. We can make like Bonnie and Collide. Haters can meet the same exact fate as my dad. Wait, at least he didn't miss me graduate. Yeah, great.
His dad passed away, right? Yo, haters can meet the same fate as my dad. That's madness. I don't know if I'd ever say anything like that. I don't think he had a good relationship with his father, though. So I'm not throwing shade to him for saying that shit. That just caught me off guard.
So they want beef, we can make like Bonnie and Collide. Haters can meet the same exact fate as my dad. Wait, at least he didn't miss me graduate. Yeah, great. But mom, do I still act 8? Maybe a little Debbie, like a snack cake. But if this is what he do to his mom, imagine what he do to you. I'm a lunatic armed, and if it's you I used to clip on, for you to respond is ludicrous. Ma, look at what you to respond.
Must be a cold day in hell. Tell me what have we done?
Oh, I like that.
Misery about heaven when it was up for sale. Now I need a refund, baby.
Wait, what the fuck? Where I put my... I think someone messed my meds. Probably, I bet it's my ex, Molly, that I bludgeoned to death. Already severed the head. I smell the fresh in the flesh. Rotting, so it's breakfast in bed. If I wake up next to a dead body...
I'm curious if that's a play as well. Ex Molly. I don't know if that's an actual person that he's talking about. I assume it's just for the song. But also Molly being a pill itself, or, you know, some kind of drug or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure it comes in pill form, right? I don't even know because I don't fuck with any of that shit. I'm not really into any of that stuff, but I'm almost positive, right? It's a little capsule or something.
Refund, baby.
Wait, what the fuck? Where I put my... I think someone messed my meds. Probably, I bet it's my ex, Molly, that I bludgeoned to death. Already severed the head. I smell the fresh in the flesh. Rotting, so it's breakfast in bed. If I wake up next to a dead body. Multiple lacerations.
That's wild, though. It's breakfast in bed if I wake up next to a dead body. That's actually kind of crazy.
Rotting, so it's breakfast in bed. If I wake up next to a dead body. Multiple lacerations, contusions, abrasions, bruises, hallucinations, delusions, abusive. My language usage, they lose it when Drake produced it. As soon as he plays the music, it's lunacy. Treat the beat like a choice. Shady, choose it. Now all I see is dollar.
Treat the beat like a choice. Shady, choose it. Just the way that he plays with words and integrates the rhyme so many times, but does it in a way that works. Because some people just try to do rhyme, and that shit don't sound good. But M knows exactly how to space all that out.
I think someone messed my meds. Probably, I bet it's my ex, Molly, that I bludgeoned to death. Already severed the head. I smell the fresh in the flesh. Rotting, so it's breakfast in bed. If I wake up next to a dead body. Multiple lacerations, contusions, abrasions, bruises, hallucinations, delusions, abusive. My language usage, they lose it when Drake produced it. As soon as he plays the music, it's lunacy. Treat the beat like a choice. Shady, choose it. Now all I see is dollar signs, losers. Bitch, I was in them trenches like them Columbine shooters. I was down bad, broke, and almost abandoned hope. Now my followers are like a satanic cult. Yeah, they listen to me like when Manson spoke.
Yo, it's crazy. I like that he acknowledges it. Like his following is kind of like a cult following. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but this man has acquired a cult following. Now, within that cult, there's that little niche of doofuses who get really toxic and say wild shit and get mad about everything and defend this man. Like, they'd be willing to go show up at someone's house and get a life sentence for murder if it meant that they got to defend Eminem. There's that group of people in his fan base. I think a lot of fan bases have that, though. And the one person that I think it's like Nicki Minaj. She embraces that side of her fan base. She cultivates it. She's like, she doesn't say she wants them to go do toxic shit, but she pushes it out there knowing what they're going to do. And she loves it, retweets it, all that kind of stuff. I love Nicki, but I always think that that's crazy when I see that kind of shit on my timeline, like just wild shit happening. And she just retweets it, which reinforces to them to do madness, to harass people, to do all that shit, because she'll back it, push it, promote it. It's kind of crazy. M doesn't do any of that, but he does have that portion of his fan base. Whenever you're that big, you inevitably are going to have some people that are so obsessed with you that they are willing to crash out in life for anything to do with you. And he definitely has that.
I was down bad, broke, and almost abandoned hope. Now my followers are like a satanic cult. Yeah, they listen to me like when Manson spoke. They say I don't know struggle no more. That's a joke. Bitch, the fucking elevator in my mansion's broke. I have to walk like half a block to get a can of Coke and Candace soap. I ain't mad at her.
Ooh. Is he talking about I think he's talking about Candace Owens. I know that he talks about her somewhere in this, because I saw a video of her on Twitter where she was going over it, and so I skipped past her because she was about to start reading the lyrics, and I just listened to some of the shit that she said, and she seemed so mad. She's just like, well, you know, just remember, guys, that Eminem is, you know, a closeted gay person. Like, you could just tell that she was very, very ruffled by it. She tried to play it off, but it's just when you start saying some of the shit she said and you keep going back to it, you could tell that it's her trying to take shots and wanting so badly for them to land. There was something he said before that, but I already forgot because of the Candace O thing he just said.
I was down bad, broken.
Oh, I like the struggle shit. The whole, like, I had to walk a half a mile for a Coke. I like all that.
Most abandoned hope. Now my followers are like a satanic cult. Yeah, they listen to me like when Manson spoke. They say I don't know struggle no more. That's a joke. Bitch, the fucking elevator in my mansion's broke. I have to walk like half a block to get a can of Coke. And Candace, so I ain't mad at her. I ain't gonna throw the fact. Bitch forgot she was black. Back at her, laugh at her like them crackers. She's backing after her back is turning.
Yo, that's wild. Hold up, I gotta pause it. He says I ain't gonna be the. Yo, wait, hold up. Did he just say I ain't gonna have to remind her that she's black or something like that, or throw the fact that she forgot she's black back at her? That's what he said. Yeah, it's wild.
That's a joke. Bitch, the fucking elevator in my mansion's broke. I have to walk like half a block to get a can of Coke. And Candace, so I ain't mad at her. I ain't gonna throw the fact. Bitch forgot she was black. Back at her, laugh at her like them crackers. She's backing after her back is turned in a cute MAGA hat with her brand new white lies matter shirt. Or say this MAGA dirt bag in a skirt. Just open the biggest can of worms on the whole planet Earth. Call a grand wizard KLANDACE, a grand dragon. Her like the national anthem. I won't stand for the
My man called her KLANDACE, and what was it? Grand Dragon and the Grand Wizard. Yo, this is wild. This is wild. This is where I get into that place where nobody likes me. And so I love this. I think this is absolutely amazing, right? And so everybody that loves Candace, that's going to defend her, they're going to hate me because I love this, right? But then the people that don't like Candace don't like me either because I'm a logical person and I don't just sit there and hate somebody because they said a few things that I very strongly disagree with. I'm still going to say, oh, I agree with that or that if they end up saying something that I do agree with. And so because I try to play life logically and I know that it's nuanced and complex and I don't just immediately hate people because they might be against me on certain issues, I feel like I lose ground on both sides. The people that love somebody hate me and the people that hate that person hate me because I don't pick. It's like, yo, it's one of those like you're either with us or you're not with us kind of shit. Because I've done reactions to some shit that Candace has said where I'm like, I don't disagree with her. I think that that actually makes a lot of sense. But then there's other times where I see clips of her on Twitter and I'm like, that's one of the dumbest takes that I've ever heard in my life. And I just don't like pick a side. And I feel like it makes people mad when I don't, which is crazy to me. But it is what it is. I'm just here to enjoy life.
They say I don't know struggle no more. That's a joke. Bitch, the fucking elevator in my mansion's broke.
Going back too far.
I have to walk like half a block to get a can of Coke. And Candace, so I ain't mad at her. I ain't gonna throw the fact. Bitch forgot she was black. Back at her, laugh at her like them crackers. She's backing after her back is turned in a cute MAGA hat with her brand new white lies matter shirt. Or say this MAGA dirt bag in a skirt. Just open the biggest can of worms on the whole planet Earth. Call a grand wizard KLANDACE, a grand dragon. Her like the national anthem. I won't stand for the tramp, but I can't diss her cause my plans are to get in her pants and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. My shit is like taking Deborah Mathers.
Yo, I like that he's like, so basically he's like, I can't say all these things that I'm gonna say, and he's like, and you know, I can't do it because my plan is to get in her pants, and if I answer back, it's probably not gonna happen. I mean, listen, Candace got some nice little cheeks. I ain't against it.
Like the national anthem, I won't stand for the tramp, but I can't diss her cause my plans are to get in her pants and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. My shit is like taking Deborah Mathers at her word. Yeah, I'm that absurd. We had a spat and afterwards we squashed the beef like a hamburger patty. Or should I say gigantic turd? Cause I put that shit to bed like Amber Heard at a mattress firm. But if this is what you do.
Yo, okay, hold up. I had so many things that went through my head in such a short time. I was gonna pause it to be like, yo, this man still takes shots at his moms. His moms cannot, she cannot get by. Anytime an album drops, you know there's gonna be a shot. But then he started to say some other shit and he said like a gigantic turd. And I was about to pause and be like, okay, why? Why use that to rhyme? Like you could have said anything else. Why use that for the rhyme? And then I heard the final bar. Like Amber Heard, so then it all made sense and I totally get it now. But okay, all right, I gotta go back because so many things were going through my head at once. I wanted to stop for like 3 or 4 different reasons.
Answer back to her. My shit is like taking Deborah Mathers at her word. Yeah, I'm that absurd. We had a spat and afterwards we squashed the beef like a hamburger patty. Or should I say gigantic turd? Cause I put that shit to bed like Amber Heard at a mattress firm. But if this is what he do, mom, imagine what he do to you.
I don't like making the fart sounds though. You can leave that shit behind.
It's you I used to click on for you to respond. It's ludicrous, ma. Look at what you to respond.
This must be a cold day in hell.
Now I'm assuming he just uses ludicrous as in the word itself. but I don't know if there's a play around that actually would also allude to the rapper. I'm guessing not. But I don't follow Ludacris's career enough to know if there was anything that related to him song-wise or anything.
I heard at a mattress firm. But if this is what he do to his mom, imagine what he do to you. I'm a lunatic arm, and if it's you, I used to clip on. For you to respond, it's ludicrous. Ma, look at what you to respond.
This must be a cold day in hell. Tell me what have we done? Take me out my misery. I bought heaven when it was up for sale. And now I need a refund, baby.
This hook is fire, too.
So whether you friend or you are foe, far as bars go, even fucking retards know that as far as smoke with me, I don't think it'd be smart. So might as well go looking for smoke with Lamar, bro. But Marshall, you're getting more of a first.
Hold up. I gotta go back and hear that again. I like the flows that he uses on this so far. Like every song has had just like some standout shit.
Tell me what have we done? Take me out my misery. I bought heaven when it was up for sale. And now I need a refund, baby.
So whether you friend or you are foe, far as bars go, even fucking retards know that as far as smoke with me, I don't think it'd be smart. So might as well go looking for smoke with Lamar, bro. But Marshall.
Yeah, I like that. Might as well go look for smoke with Lamar, bro. Marlboro, obviously being a cigarette. I assume that he's trying to say, like, I wonder how many people thought that this was a shot. At first, that's what I thought. But I feel like when you really sit and you think about it, he's basically saying, you don't want to mess with me. If you're going to mess with me, you might as well go and mess with Lamar, bro. But giving him props for how nasty he probably just did Drake, right? It's like basically saying, if you're going to go at me, like, you might as well go ahead. Like, because you're going to die either way. That's the kind of feel that it gave me. But on first listen, I thought that it was almost saying, like, yeah, go mess with him because that's, you know, within your league probably, but I'm not. But I don't think that that's the case. I'm pretty sure that he's comparing Lamar to his level, which is a dope shout.
Far as bars go, even fucking retards know that as far as smoke with me, I don't think it'd be smart. So might as well go looking for smoke with Lamar, bro. But Marshall, you're getting more perverse every time you report a verse, and it's like you came from 2000, stepped out of portal cursing, hurling horrible slurs towards the world. And why can't you make fun of people behind their backs like a normal person? But when you reach these heights, freedom of speech dies. With every line that I recite, then PC police try to throw me in jail with no bail, like a peace prize. For all of them years, they reduced me to tears.
Hold, let me go back real quick. I like how he said that that whole, like, why don't you talk about people behind their backs like a normal person? Because that's what everybody does, right? Because ain't nobody got the balls to say some shit most of the time. There are some people out there, don't get me wrong, I've known some people where they will just tell you what they think, straightforward. But there's a lot of people that dance around that shit, but then they'll say it to somebody else. And it's like, if you feel that strongly about it,
of people behind their backs like a normal person. But when you reach these heights, freedom of speech dies. With every line that I recite, then PC police try.
I like that. When you reach these heights, free speech dies, right? Because as soon as you have an audience, a lot of people can hear you and stuff like that. People act like, well, you have to tiptoe around every single thing you say. You shouldn't say this or that because someone might run with it. And so it's almost like you lose your freedom of speech. I mean, I get where people come from, right? Because when Eminem says some shit, there's a lot of people that are going to listen to it. And there's also going to be that group of people that are going to run with it like it's gospel. But at the same time, it's like he shouldn't lose his ability to have freedom of speech and say what he thinks and feels and stuff like that just because you got some crazy people out there that are going to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, just run with things and take it to a whole nother level for absolutely no reason.
Freedom of speech dies. With every line that I recite, then PC police try to throw me in jail with no bail, like a peace prize. For all of them years, they reduced me to tears. Tried to shrink me to peace size, only to see my self-esteem rise. Now these are my replies. They made me eat shit. I fed it back to him 3 times. The father's the only one I ever been beat by.
Squeeze. Yo, that's wild. Stepfather's the only one I've ever been beat by. That's crazy. Although, and listen, I ain't throwing no shot. Em's one of my favorite rappers. He's in my top 3. But MC Juice is on that list too, my friend. MC Juice is on that list too. I think it was Scribble Jam. It was either Scribble Jam or Rap Olympics. It might have been Scribble Jam. You know, I'm just giving my man MC Juice his respect because I like that man. Before Harry Mack, he was my favorite freestyler and who I thought was the best. And then Harry Mack arrived and that shit changed real quick. But shout out to MC Juice.
The father's the only one I ever been beat by. squeeze mics like Burmese pie. Conscious for each time you sleep on the floor. How you hear these strings climb. You reap what you sow. So what? So first I must weave rhymes. So seamlessly, then I'ma leave eyes in a state of disbelief. My genius is a trait. So the gaps in our genes, right? The gap.
Ooh, I like that. Hold up.
So what? So first I must weave rhymes. So seamlessly, then I'ma leave eyes in a state of disbelief. My genius is a trait. So the gaps in our genes, right? The gap.
I like that.
What it seems like. And Lucifer, and Dre's the producer for the Antichrist.
Yo, that was dope. That was dope. And then it rolls into this one, Antichrist. Okay, yeah, that was fire. I enjoyed that one a lot. I feel like it's funny because he's got people in such like I'm trying to think of the words. He stirred up some shit, basically, is what I'm trying to get at when it comes to talking about Candace, some of these other things, like the whole, he had Megan Thee Stallion's fans up in arms over the toe bar and just like the different shit that he said about the feet, and I love it. I love it. This is what I'm here for.